Blinging. The internet. Ah, yes, we're much smarter now. And that's evolution, just like in the movies. Join the Atheist Society today.
Hell yeah, 2 at a time, fool.
Sure, I'll do that, Mama, I promise, really.
Find no fucking and flee, baby.
I gotta go, but this weekend, alright? Don't forget. Te quiero.
Do you want to be a post-apocalyptic millionaire while your neighbors are resorting to cannibalism? Do you want to be living the good life or having to eat your children in order to survive? Call Monetary Science today. We buy gold and other precious metals, from silver and platinum to lead and aluminum, including the foil. You're only a few gold bars away from being the king of the apocalypse, my friend, with your choice of all the women, wine, and food that makes it through the end of days. Seriously, when things go down, women flock to the man on top of the hill with the shiny shit, and no matter how fat, balding, or boring he is, $1 invested in gold in 1800 would be worth over $15 today, or maybe more. That's a smart investment. You will become the post-apocalyptic banker and really stick it to the masses. That is, if you can avoid being robbed blind by marauding outlaws. Gold is trading at a 200-year high, so now is the time to buy. Call in today at Monetary Science. We're Armageddon-proof.
You there, yes, you, with the sad sandwich. Come to Nutbuster in beautiful Vespucci, corner of Magellan and Cortez, where flavor slaps harder than your ex at a beach wedding. Falafel, kebab, hummus, salads, you name it, we wrap it, sauce it, and make you question your relationship with your stomach. You take one bite of our Nutbuster wrap, your mouth goes, oh, like it is your birthday. You hit the nut, and the nut hits back. People say, Ahmed, why you yell so much? Because the falafel is ready. And my mother says the chickpeas are blessed by the moon. We've been busting nuts since '69, and not one customer's walked away unsatisfied. Nutbuster, hit the nut. Tell my mom I sent you.
Toledo Bay's got a lot of things. Fog, cows, and a chicken factory full of secrets. But there's only one spot north of Chiliad where you can zap aliens, grab kitties, and maybe win a stuffed squid with one eye. Pixel Pete's Fun Time Arcade. Founded by a man who loved video games more than his own circulatory system. Pete ran this place through 3 heart attacks and a brief electrical fire. He said, take my left arm, just leave the pinball machines. You don't have to drive all the way to the hellhole that is Los Santos just to have degenerate fun. We got the Degenitron right here in Palito. Sticky joysticks, nasty nachos, and not a single IPA in sight. 1986 called, it's all coked up and it wants you back. We got it all, Race and Chase, Street Justice, Space Monkey 3, The Wizard's Ruin, Defender of the Faith, and the lingering scent of defeat and burnt popcorn. Pixel Pete's Fun Time Arcade, off Procopio Drive. No, we did not fix the plumbing. Bring your friends, bring the quarters, and get ready to play, you fucking loser.
Minister in Minutes. The Supercosmos Church believes that there are too many barriers to spiritual enlightenment and peace. Why spend years in theology seminary or a monastery? This is the internet age. Years of religious study are just a click away. Get ordained now and perform weddings, funerals, get the best parking spaces, comfort horny widows, scare children, cast curses, absolve sins, and make people feel better about their life by quoting from any one of a dozen of hocus-pocus old texts. And get in free to any sporting event you want. Just tell them that you'll pray harder for them to win because you've got a direct line to the deity. Minister in Minutes. Get ordained today.
Yo,
Yo, yo,
yo.
yo.
Oh,
We got two mics going. That's no good.
Here we go. What's up, everybody? Let's see if we can get all of this working. My green screen's all messed up. We're going to get it together. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Vinewood Public Access, #1 fan-created GTA talk radio station. You're on it. You're with it. It's happening, and it's here, and it's now. Welcome. Let me fix my camera. We got to make this proper. This is no good. Here we go. And we're over here. And we're over here. There we go. What's going on, everybody? Welcome in, chat. What's up? I saw you guys gathering before this even started. Before we even got started. Sir, ma'am, ladies, gentlemen. I got this chat overlay. We're going to see if I can get this working. It doesn't look like it's populating, but I'm going to fix it. So we'll see what happens with that. Because I'm new with this. I'm new with this streaming stuff. And even though I'm brand new, you guys keep showing up. Let's make sure this mic is up. It's probably a little soft. Stream Elements is going. We're trying to get all these pieces together so we can be professional over here. I'm tired of getting shown up. Everybody else is all over it, and I'm showing up looking like an amateur with like this logo and nothing else. So we got to get a different thing going. I'm working on a new ad loop for when we take breaks. We're gonna make sure that it's going. What up? Let's just say hello to everybody who's here, because we have got some top fans, some absolute killers in the chat already. Jamie Hexam, #1 fan. You trying to get that title? Go get him. He'll tell you how to do it. We got Hayden live. Hayden's been in here. We got Gambit Arcana, Blind Fury. Man, these are some of the top fans of Vinewood Public Access. They show up. They show out. They don't play around. Oh, man, I think I left my damn coffee downstairs. What are you going to do? What are you guys up to tonight? What are you getting into? I saw somebody said they were at the gym listening to this. You know, listen to this stream at the gym. Let me see if I can get this stream element working so that we can see our chat. Let's see if we can get that going. I absolutely want to talk about the news about the union busting. I'm sure you guys heard about this whole thing. More crunch at ROCKSTAR, pushing the employees to the limit to bring us Grand Theft Auto 6, amongst other projects, I'm sure. Oh boy. Oh boy. I'm in a union myself. I'm in the Writers Guild of America, East. I'm in the East Division, even though I live in the West. Let's get this overlay fixed, because it was working. Let's see. There we go. And then that looks right. Boom, boom. And then we're going to save here. And hopefully, maybe we refresh the browser on this. Maybe that's the key. I want to get it for you. Seeing the chat is so big. So big when you're in these live streams. Like, that's what you want. You want to see the chat on screen. There's something about typing it and then seeing it. And man, I admit, even I am absolutely victim to just like being obsessed with that. You see it and then you want to see it show up. Okay. Man, I got it on my screen elements, but I'm not seeing it populate in the actual live stream, which is no good for me. Let's see. I got one more thing I'm going to try to fix, and then I'm not going to spend a lot more time on it. We may just minimize and try to fix that later. What up, Supercharged 71? Here, I'm just going to look at it on my phone because it's so much quicker, because I want to say hello to everybody, and I want to get caught up here. Let's see. Blind Fury in the house. Hope you're all having a good night. Hope you're having a good night, too. Watching Vice City Insider's video on the GTA 6 map. It's a good vid. It is. I figured Tordai would be in here by now. I know, right? I'm surprised he's not already blowing this chat up. You'd think he would be. Teamsters here. Just getting ready for... Oh, you're in Teamsters. Okay, so we got more union heads. I love it. I'm very pro-union. Let's say... But do I think trailer 3 is dropping tomorrow? Man, I want it to. You know? Like, you really want it to. God, can you imagine? I mean, especially if I'm being totally honest with you, especially for me, as someone who's like, I feel like right on the cusp of like really getting some attention in this space. And, you know, like it could be a big deal if it were to pop off. So we'll see. I don't know though. I feel like I just don't have that confidence. I'm not feeling like overwhelming confidence about it. It feels like it could happen, but I'm not sold on it. Let's see. Oh, Jamie, I was surprised that the pain afterwards wasn't that bad just when I was working on getting my knee to bend. Oh, Gambit Arcana, did you have knee surgery? I might have missed that conversation. I tore my ACL and my meniscus and got them both fixed at the same time. So, man, I know about that knee surgery life. Not fun, dude. Man, I'm here for you. You got any questions about that? This is not exactly Grand Theft Auto, but man, I'm trying to help anybody out who's dealing with that busted knee life. It's fucked up. Welcome to Yashenko's Body Shop. Oh, okay. So I'm not trying to put him on blast or nothing, but Sav's in the house, yo. We got Sav, big boy Sav in the house. And I gotta tell you something about this dude. I love this guy. I am such a Sav fan. I'm a savage in my heart. I found this dude's content. Sav makes some of the best videos. I mean, if you're in my chat, you know who he is. He makes some of the best videos in the space. He's putting together the round table. I first reach out to this dude and I ask him to be on my radio station. And he said, you know, man, I'm not a voice actor. It's not really my thing, you know? I make a different kind of content. I'm a different kind of creator. Not really trying to voice act, but I really appreciate the opportunity. Like, he was so chill about it. So cool about saying no. And that's another thing I always want to point out. Answer people when you want to say no. Answer them and just say no and be polite as shit and then move on with your life. But don't leave them, you know, don't leave them on red and stuff. Anyway, so Sav was like, nah. Then we were in the live stream and Sav dropped by and he caught one of the ads that I played during the break. He thought that shit was funny. And then boom, the next day he's like, so I have an idea. I have an idea I want to do on the radio. And I can't wait to have him on. Also, Mrs. Sav, you might have seen her in Sav's streams helping out, manages streams and whatnot. She's going to be contributing too. I'm writing something for her that's going to be on the Christmas holiday special, so stick around. The whole Sav family is going to be on Vinewood Public Access, and it's going to be a hell of a good time. Let's see. 8 weeks total knee replacement. How old is you, Gambit Arcana? Total knee replacement at what age, my guy? Goodness gracious, what happened? Did you blow it out? What happened with that? That's wild. Yeah, Jamie's right. Hang in there. Brother 6 is on the way, and when it gets here, I hope you're ready to roll. Okay. Yeah, dude. Wouldn't it be great? Man, I wish GTA 6 had come out right when I got my knee surgery. Man, that'd have been the best. Except also not, because you got to get up and move around and stuff. And if that game was out, I'm gonna have to figure out a way. I'm gonna be playing GTA 6 on my little exercise bike, because I'm gonna be so addicted to that shit, and I'm gonna be streaming it for y'all and all this kind of stuff. So, but I can't just sit for 2.5 months. I can't be just sitting for that long. That's crazy, dude. So I'm gonna have to play on a treadmill or a bike or something like that. We'll figure it out. Let's see what else we got. Leaf Blower says, good name, Leaf Blower. I mess with that right there. Leaf Blower, what's up? The MC are willing to invest in the channel's success. Absolutely. Hey, we're all invested in this channel's success. Stick around for Vinewood Public Access, my friends. I'm telling you, because we're going to be doing some cool shit. It's going to start with me figuring out how to get this chat to populate, because I was really excited about that tonight, if I'm being honest with you. If I turn it back on, does it show up? I don't know why. It was working earlier today. I tested it out before we did all of this. LMFAO, funny you're talking about this. I actually found your channel while you were in Sav's chat. I like your stuff, bro. Nathan, I appreciate you, man. We're all one big happy family. It's weird. I was listening to the Roundtable Part 2, and if you listen to Sav's Roundtable, episode 2 that just came out, Dandy Andy, who is an absolute content machine, he cannot be praised enough how hard this guy works. Dandy Andy is the Mandy. And he was, you could just tell in this guy's tone what a deep breath it was for him to like kind of step away from doing this content, which, as we all know, I think you know if you've paid attention to all of the people that you follow that make this kind of content and are building channels and doing things like this, it's very isolating, right? We're kind of on our own, you know? We're usually in our own little rooms. Most of them are dark. We're editing, we're recording. It can be kind of a lonely moment, especially if you end up doing it because you were like, what, you know, interested in this thing that you couldn't connect with people. And you could hear Andy, or should I call him Dandy? I don't know which one, if I'm going to shorten it. I'm not saying Dandy Andy every time. I'm going to call him Andy because I assume that's his name. So Andy, you could tell this dude was like really excited about the fact that he found these other guys to talk about GTA with. Like, I don't even think he gave a shit if Sav published the episode. I'm sure he did, and we're all grateful that it happened. But you know what I mean? Like, he would have just met up with those guys just to talk to them. And I think they all felt that way. You can hear that in the roundtable when these guys are talking, and you can hear that in most of these spaces right now. No one's holding a gun to anybody's head to be making this content, you know? And most of us, you know, at different levels, you're only making so much money and all that. Like, that's not the primary force. You're driven by, like, people are so goddamn excited about this game and this whole franchise. Man, it is a miraculous thing to witness. And as a TV writer, because that's who I am, I'm Rob Morris, the creator of Vinewood Public Access, an American screenwriter and TV producer. And I can tell you, building franchises that people care this much about, it's not easy. It's tough going. But when people pull it off, man, it's a special thing. I've been a part of quite a few of them. Gambit Arcana said, 52, snapped my ACL in high school. Oof, yep, mine was in college. Never got it replaced. Same thing, 11 years. 23 years of wear and tear working at Liquor Distribution Center. Ooh. Gambit, you have earned that knee replacement, man. You absolutely, you needed a brand new one. That makes sense. Let's see what else. God bless you, man. Bend it and straighten, my man, over and over. Love Andy. This whole side of YouTube is such a breath of fresh air. Good ass community. Agreed. There's a weird little pocket of badass, fun, nice people going on over here, and it's a good thing to have going. Let's get into some of the topics that I had ready. I actually wrote some down so that we could get after it. A few things that I want to talk about. Let's talk about we can talk about this pre-order thing first. Everybody gets so excited about the pre-order thing and the trailer 3 and when are we going to get it and the hopium copium. And I'm here for it for 2 reasons. One, it creates this community where we have a reason where we're all talking and all the fun shit that I just said. But the other reason is it keeps the energy at least bubbling. You know, it's not boiling because we don't have much to go on. But these streams, even TGG, getting back to it, like, people making this content is keeping us all going through this time right now. So I don't even care whether or not the pre-orders of trailer 3 come out soon, as much as I'm excited that everybody wants it to happen, and it's happening you know, all over the place without it dying down, oddly enough. So whatever date you want to rationalize, if it's the earning call, or it's so many days since the last whatever, or it's a Tuesday, or it's a Thursday, or it's a Friday, whatever you need to give a shit and show up for this, that's all I really care about. So I think we're doing that. Blind Fury says, gonna be chugging hopium copium all day for something. Absolutely. Tomorrow is going to be a tense day because obviously the community is loaded. It's absolutely, you can feel the tension is boiling. And we were doing this last year, right? You guys remember this was Moon Theory o'clock last year. Remember the Moon Theory? Remember the whiteboard? Remember all of this? Come on now. That was like a year ago. And here we are, you know, way more informed than we were before. Dan Hauser just did a 3-hour interview. You know what I mean? We're in a different space. And thank God for it. Absolutely. Tell me, this is what I'm fascinated by, and maybe I'll try to set up a poll here. Do I know how to do that? I think I know how to do that. Tell me what you want in trailer 3. What is the ideal situation in trailer 3? Drop it in the chat. Are you looking for gameplay? Are you looking for story stuff? What do you want to know about the game at this point in the marketing cycle that you don't know right now? I mean, obviously we all want to know everything. Let's start this. What do you want from trailer 3? And we're going to go, your choices are gameplay. Your choices are what else, right? Map, really more about the map. And let's add one more. I'll give you one more third option. So it's gameplay, map, or you can choose this other thing. Okay, here we go. Drop it. What do you think? What do you want from trailer 3? You know, what's most important for you? Like, just be honest. Tell me what is the thing that is most true? You know? Let's get into this chat a little bit. Moon Theory, good times. I fucking loved the Moon Theory days. Let me be very clear about it. I was having a blast watching those streams. And for me, in the West Coast of America, I'm getting up at like 4:35 in the morning to watch TGG grind out hanger crates and then guess if we're going to get a tweet. Crazy. What else? Right, we're all just excited for this hype train we're on. I'm guessing most people, 6 is on the brain all the time. I know it's on mine, and I'm just elated to talk with like-minded people about it. Blind Fury, I want gameplay, to be honest. I hear that, brother. Trailer 3 is a 90-second Jason trailer, 90-second Lucia trailer, nothing groundbreaking, just character trailers. You said that like you know it to be true, but I understand what you mean. That's what it should be. Nathan said, I want to see a heavier focus on the gangs. I think a really good montage that shows all the sides of the city. Sure. So you want like a Vice City trailer. So far we got like a Lucia trailer-ish and then a Jason trailer-ish. You want like a Vice City trailer that's like just the city. I think that would be a really good call, honestly. Like just tear open Vice City itself in a trailer that's 90 seconds. I'd be into that. So that would be kind of a map answer. Let's see. How are we doing on the votes? It's tight. 8 votes deep, and gameplay is in the lead. And of course, everybody's, pretty much sure that gameplay is in trailer 2. It just doesn't have, the user interface over it. So what are you going to do? But it's pretty game, like the moment when you follow Jason into the house in the beginning, we all know that's gameplay, right? Like it looks just like RDR2 when you're released from the cutscene. It's definitely that. Too early for gameplay, but I'll take it. Blind Fury said, Jason just flexing in his boxers. Great idea. Can we just have a solid 90-second trailer of Jason pumping iron just at the beach? No shirt, sweat, sun, maybe some Top Gun style music. Maybe he runs and catches a volleyball or football on the beach. Maybe he trips, but like on purpose, and maybe he falls in the water. And am I going too far with this? I've like not thought, I haven't thought about it. You know, I'm just, this is off the dome. This isn't like a premeditated, I think about this, or like I fall asleep and then at night I dream about Jason falling in the ocean. I don't do that. Like, I want to be super clear that I don't do that. Okay, back to the chat. Jokes aside, Sav said, it's probably going to be more world building and maybe a bit on the antagonists. I think you're right about that. And I think the answer is map, by the way. I'm not voting because I started it. I think the correct answer is map. Like, and by map, Sav's point, world building, a Vice City focused trailer, or here's Ambrosia and Port Gellhorn. You know what I mean? Like what we saw on the website, kind of broken out into different little sections. And that, I think that makes the most sense, honestly, because as I always mention, and this is my point as a YouTuber in the GTA space, the protagonists of these games, it's not the people, it's the world. The world is the protagonist, okay? Leonida, man, if it's Leonida, god damn it. God damn it if it's Leonida. I'm gonna be so pissed. We've all been saying Leonida so damn much. There's so much content everywhere that says Leonida. And then it's going to be like, you got us, you sons of bitches. Anyway, I want Jason to be the cover girl. How great would that be? Flip that on its head. The GTA cover girl is finally a guy. And there's a girl protagonist. Let's do both. I'm into it. What's up, Filta? Yo, what up, Filta? Big Filta fan over here. Filta fan. Let's see, nightlife, general Leonida overview. I'm gonna say it half the time just so that I double my odds of getting it right. Show how cool and wacky it'll be. I agree. World, let's see the world. We need that, him coming out of the water all wet like Baywatch. Blind Fury is so right, and he won't be blind the day that trailer drops, I tell you. Nathan said, for real, dog. Leonida, Filta says. I see, most people say Leonida, but we'll see. That's probably right. What if it's pronounced Lanida? Like Canada? Lanida. You just like run it all together. Like those people who live in like Lancaster and they call it Lancaster. Or Louisville, right? Leonida. Leonida? I don't think so. Okay, do you guys know why it's called Leonida or Leonida? I know. Do you know your American history? I don't even have to look the shit up. I just know this because I know the history. Drop it in the chat if you know why it's called that. Unless you do it really fast, I'm going to think you looked it up. I don't have to look it up. Look, my hands are right here. I don't have anything up. I'll tell you right now why it's called that. I'm going to give you 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nobody knows why it's called that. Ponce de Leon, the explorer. Look it up. Nerd. Came with the glasses. Famous explorer. Ponce de Leon. He is the guy who found Florida. Like, he's the one who realized that it's this long thing that's down off the rest of the continent. There's no way that's not where they got, like, that would be crazy if that wasn't exactly why it's called that. Ponce de Leon discovered Florida, essentially. So Leonida, Florida, Leonida. That's some Rockstar shit, man. That's classic Rockstar shit. Jamie got it before you said it. Oh, I'm sure he did. Jamie's the smartest person that I've ever met. Yeah, credit to Jamie. Jamie wins. Jamie's already the winner, though, so it's hard to compete. Let's move on to another topic. I like all of this. I also like that you bothered to say nothing. I'm dumb. Blind Fury. Very good. Filta. Something to do with exploration. So true. Oh, the Bonnie and Clyde thing. I've looked this up and I've found a few versions of it that are great. Some good videos about it. I'm going to make a video in the next few weeks. Man, with all this other stuff I'm trying to get done, I really want to make one where I basically just break down in my version of storytelling the story of Bonnie and Clyde, like the real story of what happened to them and how that might lend itself to what they could borrow from it and what they probably won't borrow from it when it comes to GTA 6. And I could be wrong, but this would be my speculation just as a screenwriter and a film buff and overall storyteller. That story's fascinating. One of the things that kind of came up on the round table that I quite liked was the dynamic of who out of Jason and Lucia will be the kind of power player, the one that's pulling the other more into the shit, right? So you've got like Dutch and Arthur, for example, in RDR2, and it's like increasingly Arthur's kind of like, I don't want to do this, and Dutch is like doubling down. And I think the argument is it feels like Jason and Lucia are going to have that dynamic where one of them is kind of like, we got to do this, and the other one's like, I don't want to do this. You know, one's reluctant, right? And one of the I'm a dumb fuck chat, capital B, capital D, don't believe the rumors. It's not a rumor. No, Jamie Hexam, the Jamie Hexam is one of the smartest people I've ever known in my whole life. And I'm almost 168 years old. So met a lot of people. And I will do the Bonnie and Clyde video. Shit, what was I just saying? I gotta be careful about that. The Bonnie and Clyde story is very interesting about power dynamics, I think is the point that I was trying to make, which is if you believe a lot of the stories and the way that Bonnie and Clyde is retold, Bonnie was kind of the one pushing Clyde Barrow to continue. She wanted to keep going. He became increasingly reluctant, but stayed because he was in love with her. That is the story that is often told, and I believe that. That sounds like men and women to me. You know, it could definitely go either way. But if the genders were reversed in that dynamic, it'd be far more likely that the woman would just, you know, especially in Bonnie and Clyde's time, collapse into herself and be kind of held hostage. You'd have a lot of sympathy for her if Clyde was like, we're gonna go kill all these people and do all these crimes, and Bonnie was like, okay, I'd rather not. You know, you'd feel terrible. But the fact that it was more almost in the other direction of increasingly Clyde Barrow was like not trying to do these things, but Bonnie didn't want to stop. And if they lift that dynamic from Bonnie and Clyde and put it on Jason and Lucia, which, man, it's hard to even speculate on this, but you just in the trailers and what they've released, that feels like that makes sense. Like Lucia is Liberty City and she's fighting for this thing that her parents and, you know, all of this stuff. I don't think it's a far-fetched idea to say that could happen. That could be the dynamic where more and more Jason is like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to be here. And I think one of the things that made Red Dead Redemption 2 so powerful is you had people who wanted to quit. They wanted out. And you wanted them to get out. You wanted John and Abigail and Jack to get out. You wanted all the, you know, Lenny. You wanted Lenny to get out of all this mess. You really wanted that. In GTA 5, Michael's like the only one who wants to get out. Trevor doesn't want to get out. Franklin doesn't want to get out. Lester doesn't want to get out. Nobody wants to get out. Michael wants to get out. And I don't think you really give a shit as a player if Michael gets out of the game, of the crime. You know? I don't think you care. For reasons that, I can talk about that for way longer. But it's like you just don't care. But you play Red Dead Redemption, and these characters want to get out of this life. You want them to get out. Like, you care about them. And I think if the dynamic is... Yeah, and as you think of another story that's really great, that's up that same alley, right? Breaking Bad. More and more, you're like, Walt, get out. Better call Saul. Saul, get out. You got to get out of this or you're going to be killed. Because that is a life of crime. That is a life of death and theft and murder and all of it. Like, these things are terrible things and they don't lead to good things in your life. Period. That's just the truth. And it's always been true for all of human existence. Being a piece of shit is not good for you. And when you see people who want to get out of that and they get close and they almost get out and then they don't and then they can't, that's when you care. That's when you care about them. And so if Lucia wants to keep going and Jason wants to stop, right? But he can't give up because if she keeps going without him, she'll die. So he's got to go to protect her and they have to keep going together. That's kind of pretty fucking Bonnie and Clyde, dude. Let me catch up on some chat. Got a little carried away there. That's what this channel is going to be. This is me. This is Vinewood Public Access, motherfuckers. Okay. Okay. I really hope Jason is not a simp. I mean, what do you mean by that? Like, does he seem like a simp? And by simp, do you mean like a guy who's in love who does what he feels like he has to do for the woman he loves? Like, does that make you a simp automatically? I don't think so. And man, if you ain't ever been in love and done some stupid shit because you were in love, then I'd find it... Aren't you married? Come on. You get that. Bruh, it's Lucia. He is. I see your point there. Do you feel like they will have that agency? There has to be some opposing force making them work together. Yeah, no, there's going to be a lot of opposing forces. I mean, the law enforcement thing is going to come up. It always does. That's just part of GTA. You know, the law is going to make it a problem. Family. I'm not convinced that this family that they've referenced for Lucia is not going to show up. You know what I mean? Like, we're just not going to see any of them. They're off in Liberty City and we both don't go there and don't meet them. I don't believe that. Lucia's family has been mentioned because they will, someone will be in the game in some way, even if it's just a reference. Does Michael really want out, though? I always saw him being addicted to the chaos. There's a line from Heat. The action is the juice. Chaos is the currency he trades in. Yes, but addicts do want to quit. Not all of them, but like a lot of them do. Just because they're addicts doesn't mean they don't want out. They just have this emptiness that occurs once they're out that they don't know how to fill, and so they end up back in it because nothing else makes them happy. But that doesn't mean they really want it, because when they're in it and when they're getting it, unless they're winning, they're not happy. Yeah, sure, you rob the jewelry store and it goes great, feels good for a little bit. That's just getting high, man. Gambit Arcana, what do we got? Comparing to the way we pronounce Florida, Leonida could be pronounced either way. See, that's what I'm saying. The way we have been pronouncing the English way and the other the Spanish way. Interesting. Sav said, meeting Lucia could be the best or worst thing to ever happen to him from the character bio on the website. Exactly right. That is exactly my argument that I was making before, right? Like, it seems as though that's the vibe. It depends. And I think there's going to be choice involved. I've heard so many theories now from other people about the choice, like the end game choice. The Roundtable did a great job of talking about it. Sav made the very clear point, of course, that you have to think about the end game. You're going to have hidden packages. You're going to have side missions. You're going to have things you didn't finish after the main story that have to be completed by somebody. And Red Dead Redemption kind of owns the playing as another character thing. GTA's never done that, you know? And they don't seem to... There's certain things that they seem to save thematically for each series. You know what I mean? Like, they do certain things in Red Dead, and then they do it again. And they don't do those things in GTA, and they could. I don't know. I find that very interesting. Jamie said, fair point about Michael, and we know that from his time with Friedlander that he has existential questions. I like your take. Thank you, Jamie. Nathan said, I think they'll play off of the whole honor choice thing from RDR2. Like, I think they'll both die, but maybe depending on how their relationship was in the end, they'll either go out together or separate. Man, Bav made a great point in the Roundtable about, man, I wish I could remember exactly how he put it, but something about like not wanting to kill Lucia because it's the first female protagonist. I thought that was a fairly compelling argument by itself. And then something about not wanting to kill Jason also made sense. And I was like, yeah, which is weird because right before he said that, I was kind of on the, I think they both die. But, man, I don't know. Philta said, oh, no, wait, sorry, Nathan, did I get that whole thing? I think they'll both die. But maybe depending on how their relationship was in the end, they'll either go out together or separate. Philta said, I wonder if they make Lucia like that. It's parallel to Dutch and Arthur. Right. The Dutch and Arthur relationship is kind of what I'm talking about. And I hope they do something more nuanced, as do I. Well, they'd be in love with each other. And Dutch and Arthur weren't in love with each other romantically. It's a totally different thing. Like, watching that story will be totally different than watching Dutch and Arthur's dynamic. That's a very kind of father and son, uncle, nephew energy. And also, Dutch is the leader of a group. So he's trying to keep a whole bunch of things together. And he's like, you owe me taking care of them. We have to do this together for their benefit. That's very different. I wonder if there could be a sacrifice of sorts. Yeah, I think so too. An actual healthier relationship amidst sex, drugs, money, right? Sav said, I personally think they both live, and it ends very similar to the final mission of GTA 5, taking out all their enemies. I think they leave 3/4 of the way through the story and try to escape to South America. So kind of an RDR2 thing there. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Then they are forced to come back and finish the bad guys and stop running. Exactly. I mean, that makes a lot of sense, but man, they don't want to do RDR2 again. We know, everybody knows they don't want to do that again. So that's, man, and that's what I mean by like, oh shit, a huge map reveal at the very end. I don't think they're going to do that. Oh man, the main character dies and now he plays another guy. This is very Red Dead Redemption. I don't know why. I'm just like, I feel very sure that they're not going to take those tropes that live over there, that they've never moved to GTA 5 or 4 or any of the other ones. Just didn't work that way. Supercharged 71's Dan Hauser said it was hard to kill a character because they have a golden rule that the player must be able to do things at the end of the games. So, yeah, that's what we're talking about, like these other characters that you would play as kind of afterwards for the end game. But to his point, it's like, and they said this on the Roundtable also, if you let some things not get done until you're John Marston and you don't do them as Arthur, it changes the experience of those things. So it's hard to go back. Let's see. If they live, that wouldn't be Red Dead Redemption 2, right? Yeah, I agree. I agree, Sav, 100%. And I think, like, to your point before, like, killing all their enemies and all of that is very GTA 5. Yeah, you're absolutely right. The only thing that would be that would be Red Dead 2 is the going to South America and being like, all right, we gotta go back. Like, that's literally the exact plot of Red Dead 2 is 2/3 of the way. They end up on an island in South America, and then they're like, we gotta go back. Like, it's the same thing. I feel like that idea, I like that idea of them both living. I like the idea of them both living too, honestly. And I feel like what I don't want, can I tell you what I don't want? Don't kill them and then they come back. And I don't mean like walk out of the hospital Grand Theft Auto style, but I mean like they're in the car and the feds are out there and they light them up, Bonnie and Clyde, man. And then they're dead. And you get emotional and you're like, fuck, they did kill them. Wow. And then the hand moves. They're alive. Fuck you. I'm saying, like, please don't do that. That's the worst one. So far of all the ones I've heard, that's the worst one. They kill them, and then it's wrong. They just are like, never mind. Oh, I would be furious. It's such a hack ending is what it is. I honestly didn't like the ending in GTA 5. Like in the end, someone has to die, but also we're going to love both the characters. So I think the most painless ending would be for them to go out together. Don't be too hard on GTA 5, man. They weren't trying to be the most moving story. They were trying to be the greatest action movie that you could play as a video game that was ever made. And they did that, and action movies don't make you cry most of the time. Sometimes. It's very rare. It wasn't meant to be a drama. It's an action comedy. You guys know that, right? GTA 5 is not a drama. It has drama. And there's some moments that take itself a little too seriously, but GTA 5 is a fucking action comedy. It's Lethal Weapon, it's Die Hard, it's action comedy. That's what it is first. It is serious moments, and they make you care a little bit, but it's about the set pieces. It's bad boys, okay? That's what GTA 5 is. GTA 4 was a drama. It was a dramatic Oscar movie, right? GTA 4 could win an Oscar for acting and writing and directing. Die Hard doesn't win Oscars. That's not the kind of movie it is. And they did that on purpose. GTA 5 wasn't supposed to be an Oscar movie, which is why it's not quite as beloved. But it's still good. Die Hard is still good, even though it wasn't up for an Oscar. You know what I mean? It's just a different movie. Like, it's Michael Bay. Michael Bay makes millions and millions and millions of dollars for a reason. People fucking love Michael Bay, but it doesn't get Oscars. So it's just a different kind of thing. See, this is what I talk about. This is why I'm doing this. If you're just joining us, this is Vinewood Public Access. We're the #1 fan-created GTA talk radio station, and I am Rob Morris, American screenwriter and TV producer, and we're getting into it. We are going to take a break in just a couple of minutes. I got a new ad loop. Let me make sure I add it back in here. Very excited to share the new ads with you guys. Let me check out the chat here, catch up. I don't want a retread of RDR2's story, but I do want the sophistication of the story, a moving tapestry. I agree, and I'm happy to for them to try to blend the two. Let's make the drama comedy movie, you know? Let's make Knocked Up. Let's make 40-Year-Old Virgin or something. You know what I mean? Like, we could make, this is bad examples. GTA should not be like a Judd Apatow movie. My point is just, you can do both things. They could do both things. And I know a lot of people worry because Dan Houser doesn't work there anymore, but I'm telling you, you know who hired Dan Houser? His fucking brother, Sam, who's the one who went in the first place. You should be the guy who does this. And the whole time, okay, that Dan wrote those games, You know whose boss was? Making sure he wrote the games the way they need to be written? His fucking brother. The guy who still works there. So, what are you worried about? You think Sam Hauser's not going to make sure the game is what it needs to be? What are you, crazy? Absolutely bananas to assume that because Dan Hauser does not work at Rockstar that GTA 6 is going to be anything less than exactly what it fucking needs to be from a writer's perspective. And if you think that, you're crazy. If you think it's crazy, learn something. Okay. Sav said I gotta go to bed. Have a good stream. See you, chat. Sav, love you, brother. Get some sleep, mate. Go take care of your bloody wife and child, man. He's got responsibilities. He's got to do it. GTA 5 is great, but it's not the best Rockstar is. Rockstar makes a ton of dark themed games, and they're great at dark comedy. I agree. They just die forever in the game. Automatically uninstalls. Can you imagine like a mission and then it cuts out to your home screen on your console and just a message, thank you for playing GTA 6, and you can't open it again. It just fizzles. It's like Mission Impossible, self-destruct. That's brilliant. That's the ultimate troll. Jamie said we got 20 in the chat. Yeah, I think we peaked at 20 at one point. I think we're at 19 now, but yeah, this is moving on up, baby. This chat used to be like a 10. Dark Rockstar, that would be interesting. GTA movie. What is it? Francie? What did you mean by that, Gambit? That would be interesting. GTA movie. What is that? Say it again. Chat is popping off. 15 likes. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, I was trying to get my ad breaks going. I didn't announce the end of the poll, but it absolutely was gameplay. That was the winner. Oh, here's one thing. Here, okay, let me get my ad break set up. I absolutely want to run another thing by you guys. If you're just joining us, you're on Vinewood Public Access, #1 fan-created GTA talk radio station. GTA movie franchise. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, dude. We are the #1 fan-created GTA talk radio. If you don't know, right now I'm yapping about GTA, and it's me, and it's my face. But when it's not the case, here in this channel, we have a in-game radio station called Vinewood Public Access that is very good, and it's quite long, and you can listen to it while you play the game or listen to it while you do rideshare. That's my favorite story to hear. Let me show you some of what I'm talking about, because I've got to go grab my drink. Let's see. Blow up the chat. I need it. Make a little noise over there. I need 30 seconds of chat explosion. I think it's on slow mode, so you each have to wait 5 seconds. But, you know, do your best. Get loud for a second. It helps me out. Like the stream if you haven't liked the stream. You gotta like the stream. Come on now. If you're here and you're watching it for more than 30 seconds, I would assume you like it, right? Is that not the case? Where did I put this video? Blow it up. Woo woo. Noise. Ayo. Boom. Hayden says, what's up? Let's go. Oh, I just made this ad break. Where did I put it? Man, when you make content, you really have to organize your shit, because otherwise it gets out of control and you get lost in the sauce and you cannot find any fucking thing. Believe me. All right, let's see if this ad break works. Stick around, guys. We're gonna be right back. I'm gonna go scream at kids like Tired in Vinewood. I love that call, man. My buddy Dev did that call. Stick around. We're gonna be right back. I love you guys. You make me so tight. Is that okay to say? Can I say that? All right. Here's the deal.
Hello, my friend. This is Ahmed from Nutbuster, Vespucci Beach's #1 falafel and sad feelings destination since '69. My mother once said, if you can't beat this season, add more seasoning. So we are proud, no, honored to introduce pumpkin spice everything. That's right, pumpkin spice falafel, pumpkin spice shawarma, pumpkin spice hummus, we even pumpkin spice napkin. You wipe your mouth, it smell like autumn in yoga studio. Mom worked very hard to perfect the recipe. Today she said, Ahmed, this tastes like a candle I would put in my mouth. So you know that it is good. And please, please, calm down and embrace your inner white woman. We talked and it is now okay again for you to come inside without a man. Treat yourself to a warm pumpkin spice nutbuster latte while you take pictures of it against the sunset. What is really spooky? Women with freedom. But this holiday season, even the ladies are busting nuts. Remember, no judgment, only joy, and maybe a little cinnamon on top. Nutbuster, taste the nut, fear the spice, and happy Halloween! Tell my mom I sent you.
Hungry? Of course you are. Come down to Spit Roasters Meat House in West Vinewood, where the portions are huge, the buns are warm, and you always leave satisfied. At Spit Roasters, we take our meats seriously. Whether you like it slow cooked, flame grilled, or just dripping in sauce, our staff is trained to handle it with care and both hands. Try our famous double stack meat tower. It's thick, it's juicy, and yes, it comes with extra napkins. And if you're feeling adventurous, ask about our backdoor special. It's not on the menu, but our chefs know exactly how to sneak it in. Spit Roasters Meat House. We don't judge your appetite, we just feed it.
Hello! My family has been serving Los Santos for years at Simon Ho Korean Noodle House, or as our big sign says, Eseho. People love Eseho. My family is so proud of our Eseho that we want everyone to experience. Our noodles are hot, our portions are huge, and once you get a taste of Eseho, you'll be coming back for more. Find Eseho at 3 locations in Little Seoul. Extra parking is always behind the S-hole.
I know personally I could put Esso in my mouth just about any day of the week.
Man, this authentic asshole is the shit. That's my favorite thing. It reminds me of my hometown of Seoul, South Korea.
Simon Ho Korean Noodle House. When you're hungry, nothing hits the spot like a big bowl of S-hole.
You ever find yourself blackout drunk, emotionally repressed, and halfway through a story about your uncle's boat accident? You might already be at Shenanigans, the finest Irish pub in Los Santos, or at least the loudest. We got flat beer, warm whiskey, and a bartender named Sean, who's legally not allowed to make eye contact. Come in for trivia night, or just show up, scream into a pint glass, and call that therapy. Open 7 nights a week, closed every other Tuesday for fight and cleanup. Shenanigans. If you can spell it, you've had too few, brother.
Do you want to be a post-apocalyptic millionaire while your neighbors are resorting to cannibalism? Do you want to be living the good life or having to eat your children in order to survive?
Okay. Here it is. There it is. You know what it is. Welcome back to Vinewood Public Access, the #1 fan-created GTA talk radio station. I noticed the editing problem on that Shenanigans commercial. Don't think I didn't. I saw that I fucked that up. I'm going to go back and fix it. It's going to be fine. It's going to be great. Seriously, though, tell me your favorite fake ad from VPA. It looks like S-Ho is pretty popular. My wife did that ad, and she's amazing and Korean, and it's not offensive because of that. So, I hope you enjoyed my wife's S-Ho. Hello, Kitty. All right, welcome back, everybody. We're on Vinewood Public Access. We're having a little late night chat here on the streets of Vinewood on the corner of Clinton Ave and Alta. You know where you can find us. Downtown. See, this is what Tommy Singles sounds like. The character that I play on the show is not my real... This is my real voice. This is what I sound like. Tommy Singles is a little bit further down here and a little bit more frustrated with what you guys are doing out on the streets. He's on TV in his mind, you know? Asshole. Everybody loves the asshole. There's something about the asshole that makes everybody happy. I don't know what it is, and maybe it's, you know, maybe it's a spicy asshole. Maybe it's maybe that it's a really wide asshole that everybody fits in at the same time. So that's why everybody enjoys it so much. I've never seen, I mean, speaking of which, 21 people in the chat. 21 asshole altogether? Amazing. I'm so proud of you guys. You're all so cute. Did anybody tell you that today? Did anybody ever tell you today how good looking you are? Have you lost weight? Okay. Jamie says he always eats asshole. Good. That's why Jamie's number one. Because he knows how the asshole works. Very good. I see Mizzy B Gaming and Johnny Cortez. What's going on, guys? I have not read those names before. I'm gonna start getting more and more fun noises and little things to pop off. I was working on that earlier today. Mizzy B Gaming asks, how can I play this station in my Cheetah Classic? I would love to get this station in the game. That's a dream of mine. That's what we're trying to do. And we're doing it by getting this station going. If you're just joining us, you're on Vinewood Public Access. We're the #1 fan-created GTA talk radio station. This is me, Rob Morris, on a late-night stream with you guys, but I also play the character of Tommy Singles, who is the host and lead producer of Vinewood Public Access, the in-game radio station. There is over an hour and a half, almost 2 hours of this radio station on this channel. So if you're in this stream and you are not subscribed, get out of town. Hit the sub button. You're gonna want to say that you subbed to this channel before it even hit 1,000. This is a gem. I don't even have 1,000 subscribers, and we got 100 views on this chat. We got 21 people in here jamming with us, and we're going to be rocking this all the way to Grand Theft Auto 6 and beyond. You think I'm going somewhere? Got another thing coming, Buckethead. Okay, 22 concurrent in the chat. 22 in the chat. Let's go. You missed my comment when I first comment on here. I'm going to miss some comments, man. I'm new at this. I'm going to be totally honest with you. Let's see, what else? The weight loss from tweaking out back of the VPA back alley. Our back alley is absolutely out of control. The number of people I have to run off from there, it's a banana sandwich. 23 people in the live stream right now. Are you kidding? Get in, get off, get out. Don't get out. Stay right there. Christian the Jew in the chat. Let me catch up on some of this. I'm such a fan of you guys. Christian the Jew, we love you. Christian, you know what? I'm going to play Christian's ad. I have it right here. If you were just joining us, we're on Vinewood Public Access, and Christian the Jew did one of my absolute 22 assholes. That's very good. Well, we got 24 assholes now. It's all cool, Johnny. I am going to play Christian the Jew's ad that I had him record. He's a buddy of mine. We go way back. We work on a little TV show together back in the day. And he sent in one of my favorite ads. Let me see if I can get this going. This is one of my favorites. I wrote this for him, and he lives in the American Midwest. Okay, babe? So he's got himself a really fantastic, not like this, Midwest accent he's very capable of doing. Okay, babe? So, I don't know why I'm Dennis Miller right now. I'm really not sure where that came from. But we are going to, I am going to play this. I know I have it. Where's it at? Can I add this? It won't let me add an M4A. I'm going to figure it out. I'm still going to play it. Even if I have to like go on another really quick break to make it happen, I'm going to play it for everybody because it's one of my favorites. But it is for the North Yankton Young Youth No Hank and Pankin Conference. And it is a tremendous, tremendous effort. Let's see. Oh, wait. Is that playing? It better not be. Boom. Get out of here. Okay. Yeah, Christian the Jew in the chat. Filter, what's up? Sadly what? I play PS5, so doubt 6 will have crossplay. Man, I really hope it does. Nathan asks, can I do a voice for a redneck guy? Of course you can. Anybody who would like to, and I need to get this up in a visual, anyone who would like to be on the radio, all you got to do is send in your call. Do a voice recording like it's a voicemail. Record some in-game stuff. Pretend to be an NPC. Say whatever you want. Honestly. Keep it short, less than 30 seconds. If you want the full little guide of how to make the best call, it's actually on our TikTok. So go over to TikTok, Vinewood Public Access. But you can just send it in by email, and I will work around it, and I will work it into our Canon radio station. Johnny Cortez said, I said if Lucia really does have a kid, would you play as that kid as adult if Jason and Lucia died? Oh, like a Jack Marston thing. Maybe. I might do that. I mean, I'm okay with it. I don't know. I don't want to do that again. Supercharged71 said, Vinewood Public Access, you said you play on Xbox though, right? I was hoping maybe we could play once GTA 6 drops and maybe have a crew if they port over. Let me tell you one thing. This channel, Vinewood Public Access, by the time GTA 6 comes out, we are going to have a Discord going. We are going to have crews going. We are going to be rocking and rolling as a group of people who love Grand Theft Auto. So stick around. We will play together. Everyone who's in the chat right now, we're going to be playing GTA 6 online together later. And we're going to be like, remember in November. Remember in November. When everything was just starting. Come on. Christian said, Johnny said, what's up, Filter? Because we always want to say, what's up, Filter? Christian the Jew said, I got to wait for PC version, but I'll be dipping into some 6 on the nephew's PlayStation. You cheeky bastard. The nephew's PlayStation. Why's the nephew got it like you don't got it, CJ? VPA is the future of GTA 6 Talk Radio updated content. I am hoping it will be, and I will be working very hard to do so. 25 concurrent viewers in the live stream. That is a record for us. That is an official record on Vinewood Public Access. You know what it is. Man, I'm so glad you guys are here. Let's go. Let's make it happen. Let's see. Oh, you know what? Can I do this at least to celebrate? Let's do this.
You're tuned in to Vinewood Public Access.
Vinewood Public Access.
Where big time dreams meet downtown delusion.
Back at it like a crack addict. Here, at least I can do that. I can at least play my stinger, right? There we go. 25 motherfucking viewers, brother. Let's go, Nathan. Appreciate you being a part of it. Can't wait till the marketing really starts. Me and you both, brother. Try building a Grand Theft Auto channel when there hasn't been a new piece of Grand Theft Auto information in like 6 months. My stupid ass decided to do it right now, but it's working. Welcome, everybody. We appreciate you. We got 25 assholes. 25 assholes in here. 25. I played GTA 4 on the Steam Deck, and it runs so goddamn smooth. I bet it does. Do you have episodes of Liberty City, brother? Are you rocking all 3? Can I give everyone in here a piece of advice as you prep for GTA 6? Okay? Let me give you a piece of advice if you can do this. This is something that you're going to want to do. Get a hold of GTA 4. Okay? Including The Ballad of Gay Tony and The Lost and the Damned. I need you to have all 3. Then you're going to go on Steam. You're going to search Steam for a list of all the missions from all 3 of those games, GTA 4 as Nico, Johnny, and Luis. And you're going to put those in chronological order. On each game, you're going to create a separate save file. You following me? And you are going to play these missions in order, jumping in between them, so that like when you get to the diamond heist, you play it as Nico, you play it as Johnny, you play it as Luis. And you play this in order, okay? Finish the game. Johnny's finishes early, Nico's keeps going, Luis gets introduced, they kind of all cross over, right? Johnny ends, Luis goes to the end, then Nico ends the game, then play GTA 5. Story mode. Front to back, strangers and freaks included. You will be so in a zone for GTA 6's story and world, you are not going to be able to handle it. I did this recently. This is my recommendation because I did this recently. Put the missions of GTA 4 in order and play it through. It is a very different experience. And you will see, if you also play GTA Online, all these connections. It starts, you become the Charlie Day meme with the whiteboard immediately because of all the things that start connecting and making sense. Let me catch up on some damn chat here. What do we got? Christian the Jew. Nice swap, though. To be honest, Steam Deck is cool. I don't have one, but I respect it. You too, Johnny. We are everywhere, just like Victor. Adrian said, just want to pop in here before bed. I will be practicing some calls to send through. Hey, Adrian, send them in, brother. Glad to be a part of these moments. We're glad to have you. Gambit said, I'm hoping that we don't have problems with playing it on regular PS5. Don't really want to have to buy a PS5 Pro or PS6. Well, don't worry about the 6 yet, brother. Worry about that PS5 Pro, though. That might be the way to go. I don't know. It's like an $800 machine, my guy. That is a lot of money. Christian said, I'm a PC gamer nowadays, and the Steam Deck can double as a console. Steam Deck's the shit. I don't have one, but I want one, and I love it. Let's see. Yeah, Victor, never let go of GTA 4. Never let go of Liberty City. Please give us Liberty City back in GTA 6. I don't care how they do it. Side story, prologue, epilogue, side mission, online, DLC. Give me Liberty City back. Please. Please just give me Liberty City back in the world of GTA 6's physics and graphics. My God. I need it so bad, I can't even tell you. It's inappropriate for YouTube. Johnny Cortez says, I'll probably do that. In a perfect world, GTA 6 on launch day. Yep. Got you. Yeah, PS5 is because it's my brother's. Yep. GTA 4, the best pre-order bundle. Duffel bag, safety deposit box. Still use it. He does still use it. I can confirm that. Art book, audio CD, and Rockstar keychain. Supercharged 71 said, I'm definitely going to replay 5 all the way through again, and last time before next year, already like halfway through GTA 4 so far. Supercharged 71, if you're not doing what I said, if you're not doing the episodes of Liberty City built in chronologically with the Nico story, do it. You can start at any time. I know Filter from another YouTuber, Vice City Vids. What up? Do y'all remember when GTA San Andreas was supposed to be on VR with MetaQuest? They promised that and never delivered. I was just talking about this, dude. So if you guys, I don't know if you all remember this, but it was during COVID. Full lockdown, when like everybody was like full lockdown. And it absolutely was Mark Zuckerberg on doing some little live thing and talking about Quest. And he talked about how they were going to be doing San Andreas on the Quest 3. And then it just disappeared and they never talked about it again. God, that would be so sick. Filta said, I beat GTA 4 so many times, even after GTA 5. Good. All right, I gotta go to bed too, but where do I find the email to send in an audio recording? The email is dailypublicaccess@gmail.com. For now, that is our official email as a channel, as a station. Daily Public Access, all one word. So replace Vinewood with the word daily. Jamie Hexam said, on the subject of Liberty City and 6, and you having talked about 6 and 5 and 4, 5, and 6 being a trilogy, what do you think about Lucia and Jason being pushed to Liberty City for the final act to end it where the HD trilogy began? Rockstar got rid of it instantly, so maybe that's a sign. I assume you mean the VR game. Thank you, by the way, Nathan, for joining us, and anybody else who dips out. We appreciate that you were here at all. We love you so much. I love the idea of ending the game in Liberty City. I love it. I think it's a great, great bookend to the whole series. If you've not seen my video on the GTA story dumb takes, one of my first essays that I published, actually might have been my first one. I say 3 dumb takes people have on GTA's story. And then I also spun off that into, go check that video out. Then I spun that off into the idea that Liberty City almost certainly will come back. And those are kind of both what Jamie's talking about in that comment. And my argument is that GTA, the HD universe, and kind of the 3D universe, but that's not what we're talking about. The HD universe of GTA is a trilogy, but is not a trilogy amongst characters. The trilogy is Liberty City, San Andreas, Leonida. It is a trilogy about worlds, about spaces, about ecosystems and energies and all these kind of crazy shit. The whole environment, the world, is the main character in Grand Theft Auto. That's the case. I'm not trying to sound patronizing, because I almost feel like people should just know that. But damn it, they don't all. That's the main character. I'm gonna pop this light on. I didn't realize it had gone off. Okay, let's see. What else? Oh, where did give me my chat back. Give me my chat back. Oh, there we go. They did LA Noire in VR, so they're not too bashful with it. Absolutely, and that was a way better looking and more complicated game in a way than GTA San Andreas. The draw distance in San Andreas is a fucking joke. There's no reason they can't do that in VR. So I love that. There have been a few games that I remember that didn't have them till later. Gambit Arcana says... Oh, special editions of the game. Speaking of pre-orders, I really hope that if they have special editions, they'll show up from day one. Yeah, that'd be great. It will be cool if you start in Liberty City in GTA 6. It will be. I don't think you will. I don't think it's the prologue. I've kind of made my mind up about that. I don't know. But I don't think Liberty City is the prologue. We'll see. But I don't think so. I think it's far more likely to be a mid-game flash or like flashback or side mission or something like what they did in San Andreas, where you go back for a small section of it. I think that's far more likely. And then Jamie's idea that it's the end of the game is also great. Let's see. There have been a few games that I remember that didn't have to later, Jamie. That's dope. It will be cool if you start in... Oh, that's where I just read. No, I was saying there was a group of mods that made it to where you could fly to Liberty City from GTA 5, and Rockstar took it down instantly. Correct. They took down the Liberty City mod project very quickly, and it was gorgeous. And then other stuff they don't take down. So why is that? Let's see. Hayden, I think you're right. It bodes well for getting Liberty City again. Absolutely. The Liberty City Preservation Project, Jamie is right. That's what it's called. It's crazy how fast Rockstar took it down. Save Liberty City for the big holy shit moment. Exactly. You don't want to waste it. You don't want to waste it. Flashback, flash sideways. Also, you know what gets left out of the conversation far too much? Las Venturas. What an easy thing to make. In the scheme of things, if you're gonna jump to a city to surprise everybody, you know what would blow everybody's fucking mind? The Las Venturas Strip. Because it's just a strip. Like, Las Vegas is mostly just that strip, and Las Venturas is narrower than the real Las Vegas. And it's a lot of detail, but it's detail on one street, and that's all they got to do. And man, wouldn't a walk down the Las Venturas strip in the HD universe blow your goddamn mind away? You'd be tripping. You'd be tripping out looking at all those lights. Because if you've been to Las Vegas, if you're in the chat and you've been to Las Vegas in America, in Nevada, ooh, it's wild to see in person. Like, it's really special. It is a very specific, global, iconic city. And man, Las Venturas would be a big surprise. That would blow my mind. Filta said, fingers crossed for South America or Caribbean intro. That's just my personal thing. If you want to have it, I want you to have it, kind of, I guess. But everyone's excited about this Central America Caribbean thing, and I just don't care about that. I want to go to Liberty City. I want to go to Las Venturas. I want to go to San Fierro. I want to go to Carcer City. I want to see Carcer City outside of Manhunt. That'd be great. Caribbean. Bermuda. I like the idea of adding some of the islands, because I think that's an easy get too, right? Like, just throw some islands off the edge where we start flying and we lose sight of all land, and then all of a sudden there's a new island and you're like, oh shit. I mean, that's a great idea. And then you get the Bermuda Triangle and Lost at Sea stuff. Like, that's all great. Like a Guarma thing. Exactly, Christian. That would be sick. Las Venturas Supercharged is right. Johnny Cortez said, yeah. Supercharged said, Hayden, remember they took down the RDR1 map in the GTA 5 engine mod before RDR2? Exactly right. They did do that. They modded it into the game, and then Rockstar took it down because they're like, hey, we're doing that. No, you can't do that. There's a reason. Was Guarma supposed to be Cuba? I mean, partially. I think Guarma was supposed to be a generic Caribbean island. So, I don't think it had to have been Cuba. I think it could have been a couple. Yeah, Supercharger, I forgot about that. Yeah, absolutely. I think the reason why they wouldn't do Las Venturas is many countries don't allow gambling. You don't have to be able to gamble. And I'm not saying they put Las Venturas in the game in a super meaningful way where you can explore the whole thing. I'm saying a side mission in the middle of the game where the FIB kidnap you and then they throw you in the back of a van and then you don't hear what's going on and then all of a sudden you're in a fucking plane and you're like, what? Remember the shot in the trailer 2 where Lucia falls punching that dude in the landing gear of the plane, right? We assume they're over Vice City, and they probably are. But what if they weren't? What if they ended up in this plane, they're knocked out, they weren't paying attention because they couldn't, and then all of a sudden they wake up, and they're in this plane, and they have to jump out of the plane, and they jump out, and they're over the Las Venturas Strip. And you literally are in the desert, and you're parachuting down onto the Las Venturas Strip, Ocean's 13 style or whatever, landed on the top of a casino. Like, that would be so cool. You don't have to go in and play the fucking games. It doesn't have to be that kind of thing. But the city is gorgeous, and it would be such a fun thing to see with ray tracing and like real lighting. That would be great. Christian the Jew said, ooh, side mish. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm talking about. That's a chick Lucia is punching. Great. Good. I might have said guy. For GTA 7 San Fierro and Las Venturas. Sure. Let's do it. What's weird is that San Andreas is supposed to be the state that contains Los Santos, Venturas, and Fierro in the 3D universe. And then in the HD universe, San Andreas does not include San Fierro. So, like, the California doesn't have San Francisco in it anymore. So San Fierro, I think, is a question mark. And if I'm being totally honest with you, I don't think San Fierro is that great. It's at the bottom of my list. I'd rather have Carcer City than San Fierro. That's just my honest opinion. That's wild. Never knew they locked it in other countries. Yeah, that's true. Supercharged, and you can't enter in those countries. Yeah, absolutely. The GTA Online Casino is a complicated thing. It depends on where you play the game. Filter said Las Venturas would be amazing to have as a map, even if they add it later. Yeah, 100%. They're obviously pro casino. They could do that. But I'm saying just the visual build of the city would be amazing to see. A gunfight on the Las Vegas Strip would be bananas. I don't need to use a slot machine. Johnny Cortez said, yep. Christian the Jew said it would be so epic to skydive down on Las Venturas. That's what I'm saying. You wake up in a plane and then you skydive out and it's not Vice City, it's Las Venturas. Come on. Let's see. MCT Sad Love Child. What is this? Friend Brothers, how's it going, you little mugs? It's Tuesday and it's gonna be amongst it in the chat. Fridge Magnets, like and subscribe to this guy or else. Peace. Oh, the one, the only McTannen. What's up? I love it, love it, love it when he gets amongst it. You know what it is? You know what it is, friends, friend brother. I am going to take another little moment here to appreciate how tremendous this GTA creator community is. God damn, what a good group of cats. I'm about it. McTannen, if you're sticking around, if you're knocking about in the chat, as they say, we are curious how you feel about Las Venturas in GTA 6 for like a quick side mission, not a fully explorable location, but just a set piece. Maybe you skydive down into it at night. This is what we're talking about. Skydive dressed as Elvis. Let's go. Let's go. That's some GTA if I've ever heard of it. 100%. Jamie Hexam says, this talk about Las Venturas, Liberty City, etc. Is basically a constant conversation I have with myself. What are they hiding with the map? It's got to be something, right? That is not McTannen. Okay, good to know. I just barely clicked on it, but is it we got a fan? What is this account? No, I want to see this. McTannen Sad Life Love Child. Is it a fan account? Because goddamn, he's crushing it if he's already got fan accounts out there, man. That's top notch. He said, shh, Jamie. Yeah, that's not McTannen, Johnny Cortez. It is the wrong time of day for McTannen to be in here. So that makes sense. But yeah, absolutely. Right? The map is the big question for me. The map is a huge question. I've got to know what is the big reveal, because you know it's not just the state. Is the Gloriana thing happening? We don't know. Are we doing the Liberty City thing? We don't know. But man, I'm at this point, I almost hope it's something else. Or a troll account. Who's to say? Well, there's only one way to truly know. You know what I mean? He's got to hit me up on Discord or something and let me know the truth. That's how we find out. It's going to have hella interiors. Yeah, I'm very excited about the interiors as well. I mean, who's not? That is absolutely going to be... that. I mean, that's one of the biggest conversations. Dandy Andy and the other cats were talking about that on the round table, yeah. What is the estimate for how many interiors there will be? Something like 1,000? And I think they said GTA 5 had like 100 and... like 100? Is that right? Is that right? And then no, now I'm thinking of the random encounters, which is a totally different thing. Anyway, they said something like 700 interiors, which is crazy. Flying will be sick too. That's the thing I'm curious about this northern border thing, right? That's the thing I'm curious about. How do we do this northern border if we have that? Like if it's not an island and the northern border goes somewhere like in RDR2 where it's like a mountain range, Someone mentioned air missiles, you know, I don't know. Supercharged 71, VPA, do you think we'll be able to go all the way through the cruise ship docked in that one screen? I think it's very possible. I think the yacht that we had in GTA Online, that interior was pretty good for what it was for a while. So I don't see why they wouldn't scale that up and give us a full cruise ship to go inside, especially if it's docked. I also can see a world where there's a little part of the game where you're out on that cruise ship, and that's where you are. It could leave the dock and go out to sea. That would be pretty cool. Sync has a video about the border. I'm looking forward to... Oh, wait, let me back up a little bit farther. I'm looking forward to landing big-ass plane on the beach. Sure. Filter said 500 to 1,000 NPCs going to be in groups while driving and speeding. Buzz, a video about the border. Yeah, got it. Yeah, I saw the video about that border. Maybe that one. I've watched a few of them. People talk about how the mountain looks like a mountain that's in Georgia, so they think it could be. But keep in mind, the GTA 5 map is not solely based on California. There's other parts of, like, Nevada, Arizona. Like, there's other influences. That happens all the time. That basically future DLCs, filters NPCs. Oh, yeah, you said NPCs in groups while driving and speeding. I think dealing with NPCs in groups in general is an interesting concept, right? Because we have, and I hadn't thought about this, someone said it on the round table, we have always primarily dealt with NPCs one-on-one. Or you walk up to like several gang members and you can recruit them, like in San Andreas. Like there's some rudimentary stuff like that. But we've never walked up to a group of like 4 hipsters or 4 gang members and been like, hey, I'm talking to all 4 of you. I think that would be pretty interesting. That'd be a way to mix it up in the NPC interaction departamento. Boop, boop, boop. Oh, I had another thing on my list that I wanted to talk about. We never got to it. What do you guys think about this social media thing? Like, obviously we see selfies in the trailer. We see social media overlay that looks like Instagram, it looks like TikTok. Like, obviously it's in the game. And I can see the NPCs doing stuff, but what are the odds? I feel like that's side quest shit. I feel like you could play the whole story mode and barely interact with the social media in the game. That's my guess. And then if you do stuff with like side characters, they may really play into it. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm very curious about this. The social media thing is so different because what they did in GTA 5 was basically an expansion of GTA 4 where there was kind of a written internet and you could go look at people's like Life Invader profiles and stuff like that. But I think it's going to be far more complex this time. And I think the thing that we almost certainly can count on is that at some point in the game, you're going to do some out-of-pocket illegal level shit. And some NPC is going to catch it on their phone, right? Even if you don't witness that moment, later, it's going to be like, hey man, we got away with it. And they're going to be like, nah, look, it's everywhere. You went viral. So you have to go on the run. Because we haven't yet run away from notoriety, right? Like that. We always run away in GTA and Red Dead, but it's usually because the cops are after us alone. Like, that's the main reason. The cops are after us. They know where we are. We got to get the fuck out of here. But now it's like we have this opportunity to maybe it's like people. We're famous. Everybody knows who we are because we did that thing and ended up on social media. So we have to go where people barely pay attention. But how do you outrun Snapmatic? How do you outrun Instagram? Is that even a thing? I think Rockstar is going to brand their own real social media and then integrate it within the game. They will create a new social club. Yeah, if they want to rethink the iFruit and social club space, they could do a lot with that. Man, they could do a lot with that. They could also really fuck it up and it could become the social club again. Because what a waste the social club was. I mean, it kind of was okay for finding crews in the beginning. Other than that, what else is it good for? Absolutely nothing. Huh. My dream feature would be if NPCs film you if you do wild stuff and then post it, right? And they pull that off, my jaw will be on the floor. I think they will do that. I don't think that's that hard. Like, even if you don't witness the NPC filming you, I think the idea that later you see a video that was taken from this angle over here from a story mission. I mean, it's like you appearing on the news, but instead of on the news, you just be like on this little vertical video. It's almost easier. Filter, really excited to see that aspect of it. I think you're onto something, especially with the social club. I agree. Yeah, I'm very curious about the way that they do it. It's going to be something really different. Well, those two black rapper chicks that you see, Hayden says, two black rapper chicks that you see in the two trailers, real dimes. Real dimes. And twerking, apparently they got famous on social media and became rappers off of it, and they seem to be involved with the main story. Yeah, they're giving me OG Loke. We'll see, but the real dimes are giving me OG Loke, and I like that they're called OG and then real dimes. Like, those are both right up the same alley. So I'm interested to see what their personalities are. I think that's going to be very, very interesting. Okay. We got a healthy chat in here. We got 21 people in here. I want to bounce one more idea off of you before I've got to start shutting the stream down in a little bit. I'm gonna have to go at like 12 my time, so we'll wrap it up around 2 hours ish. But I want to run an idea by you guys. Hear me out. Grand Theft Auto live stream trivia game show, quiz show. So, chat is involved, and I bring someone like Sav or McTannon or some other creator on, and we do GTA trivia. And the winners of this thing are in brackets. And so later, you end up with matchups, or McTannon versus Sav or whatever. I'm the host of it. You guys play along in the chat. We do giveaways, stuff like that. GTA trivia quiz show. I'm gonna put a poll for this. If this is interesting to you. I'm trying to contribute to this creator space, you know? Because Sav's already doing the roundtable. And I'm not doing my own thing. I want to do my own thing. And I love hosting game shows. I've done a lot of live game shows. I think that would be a super fun ass thing to do. And like, especially if it's live, like you guys can play along. I might do a pre-recorded for the first few. You know what I mean? Just to see like how to get the editing and stuff like that. But maybe with like Sav and one other person, I'll do a pre-recorded. And then we'll put it out. And then we'll do it live. Maybe the pre-recordeds are the preliminary rounds, and then when people face off or something like that, or come back, we'll do it live and get the chat in it. I think there's a few ways we could do that. Basically, my idea is, I don't know if you guys ever played the game Seen It. It was like on a DVD board game thing. And it was a trivia game, and they would show you like movie scenes, and then you would have to like answer questions, and there were different other visual games. And I was gonna like edit and make those questions and like GTA scenes, and then you pause it and you're like, all right, what happens after this scene? Stuff like that. Did you notice who was wearing a red shirt? Like, it's just like a board game show style thing. And I think we run a creator through it, you know, like someone like Sav, we run them through it. And see how they do, give them a score, and then we do another episode, give them a score, and then all of a sudden we've done 5, and we got 3, you know, or 2 top scorers. They go head to head in a battle royale. No, it's not really battle royale. VPA, I wanted to suggest merch to man. I'd so rock a VPA shirt one day. Oh, it's coming. Shirts, hats, and stickers and mugs. Those are the things that I really want to do. I have made a deal with myself that I'm not going to monetize this channel in any way until YouTube does. So I'm like right at halfway in watch hours to monetization. I have like 1,500 out of 3,000, which is like the first level. So if you're trying to get that going, which, you know, you only have to help so much because I'm going to keep making good content. People are going to show up. But if you're trying to get that going and move that along, go listen to the radio. It's the best thing you can do is just go onto the channel, find the long videos that are over an hour, and just listen to the radio, man. That's the best way to give me watch hours so that I can get monetized. And once we get monetized, we'll do a bunch of things. I got memberships planned. We're going to have some really fun perks and some really silly shit. We're also going to have rewards for Super Chat over a certain level. That's going to be really fun. And then merch. We're going to do it. We're doing it all, folks. You're on Vinewood Public Access. Damn it. This is the #1 fan-created GTA talk radio station, you bucket heads. God. I said last night for a VPA bumper sticker. You bet your ass. I'm going to be doing those too. If you membership at a certain level, you're just going to get a sticker pack from me. You give me your address, I'll mail it to you. Get Vice City Vids, aka Shawneezy. Is that how you say his name? Shawneezy? Shawneezy? If he wants to do that, that would be cool. Yeah, no, I'll reach out to a bunch of the creators and see who wants to do it. We've been floating above 20 concurrent viewers for a while. And overall, we've got, how did we do? We're at 142 views in this damn chat. What is happening? This is crazy. Spizike Spiegel is a great name. Futo Gang. Futo like the car? Yeah, dude. I fuck with it. Okay, let's get your last questions in. Whatever else you've got. I got a hell yeah. How many votes is this? I got 8 votes for hell yeah. Let's do the game show. All right, I'm going to work on the quiz show, and we'll do it soon. If you have any final questions or things you want to get in, let's have our last couple of little topics here. If you're just joining or joined recently, please subscribe. 23S hosts, please subscribe to this channel if you're not already. Please like the stream if you've not done that already. If you've been hanging out here for like 5 minutes and you haven't liked the stream, that doesn't make any sense. You clearly like it. What are you still doing here, you know? Just like it. Just like it. It's not that much to ask. It's like a normal thing to ask. Also, I am Rob Morris. That's who I am. I am the voice and creator of most of Vinewood Public Access. And I wrote it, I produced it, I recorded a lot of it myself. I play a bunch of the characters, including the host, Tommy Singles. And also, I am an American screenwriter and TV producer. So that's my whole angle as a YouTuber talking about GTA. Supercharged71 said, what format do you want the recordings in for the calls? Just good old MP3. You got it, man. That's the cool thing about doing a public access station. It doesn't have to be high quality, ever. They need to put you on the round table, Spizike says. Spizike, let me tell you about this round table. I would love to. Sav has told me I'm going to. At this point, I'm feeling like the Matt Damon to his Jimmy Kimmel. It's like every week he's like, and you know, thank you to Vinewood Public Access. My apologies, we ran out of time. He's going to be on the next one. It just keeps being the next one. So we'll see, man. I'd love to do it. It's so funny, too, because, Sav did say soon. And he's not just jerking me around. Like, we're homies. I will do it. But he had a lot of different people kind of rush him all of a sudden to do it. So, Lohit. Man, I want to get this right. Lohitaksh. Lohitaksh. It's a fun ass name. Jane. Anyway, Lojane. Your question is GTA 6 trailer 3 today? That's a great question. I don't know. I hope so. I finished most of my work for my main job like yesterday, so hopefully, yeah, that'd be great. Because then I can spend all day like going live and tearing it apart and hanging out with you fuckers. Bunch of bucket heads. I love that. Johnny Cortez says trailer 3 this month or December or early January. Anything past that is too late. Johnny Cortez is right. If we don't get anything before then, I think bad news bears. You know what I mean? Like not good news bears, like bad news bears, the kind of bears that have bad news. Can I tell you this? When I was a kid for like a really long time, I thought the expression was the bear of bad news. Like I thought the expression was like there's a bear that has bad news for you. So it's the bear of bad news. And I really would watch movies and people would be like, I hate to be the bear of bad news. And I would laugh because I thought he was joking. The bear of bad news. And then someone later, I said it. And I was like, well, I hate to be the bear of bad news. And they were like, did you say bear? And I was like, yeah. Yeah, it's bearer. Bearer of bad news. Like you have it. I was like, oh. I used to feel like a smart guy. What is your favorite Vice City song? Mine is Talk Talks, Life's What You Make It, and I Can't Stop Listening to It. Yeah, I love that. That's in the original Vice City, yeah, for sure. Man, favorite Vice City song. You're out of touch, I'm out of time, and you're out of my head when you're not around. I think that was just off key enough for me to not get a copyright strike, right? Can I sing that? Can I sing? Is that against the rules? Let's see. Gambit Arcana, agree. I think someone said that if it drops 8-9 Eastern. Yeah. That's why McTannen and TGG and those guys are always live at that time. Yeah, I think Out of Touch is maybe my favorite. Man, Vice City is so good. What a good soundtrack. Can I tell you my real favorite song on Vice City is Vice City pressing or public radio, VCPR public. I can't say it. Pressing Issues with Maurice Chavez. That's one of my favorite things in the world. I love that. Pastor Richards and the statue that everyone's gonna take off into space in. So good. Absolutely one of my favorite things ever. All right, what else we got in this chat? Fuck yeah, Hall & Oates. That really wasn't off key. Oh, thank you. You're so nice. Jamie's so nice to me. I truly cannot wait to see all the radio stations, all the songs they offer in 6. It's going to be so exciting. Hey, why you stop singing? You was blowing. I'm not going to sing the whole damn song. Yo, I could do some stuff. That's what it is. I truly cannot wait for the radio stations. Yeah, they talk about on the round table, Sav asks everybody, you get in the game, you get through the first mission, and then you're like let out into the world. What are you going to do? I'm going to go digest all the radio and the TV and the internet that I can. I just want to live in the world for a while. I don't want to do any missions. I like to add arbitrary sections of my gameplay in story mode for games where I don't do missions for a while and I just explore and wander around, and I try to time those at places in the story that make sense. Like when you first start the game, right? So for example, GTA 5, right? Let's take that as an example. No, you even better GTA 4. You start GTA 4 as Nico, you get to Roman's apartment, and then you can go to the taxi station and do a mission, right? You finish that, you can go to the taxi station, do another mission. In between those two, I'm gonna take a break. I don't want to just immediately start doing all the missions for Roman. I want to do a mission which helps me go, all right, I'm in the city. Then I'm gonna start wandering around, looking at stuff, getting in cars, driving around, listening to the radio. You take that time at the beginning to really live in the world, then go back to the story, and you give a shit way more. Once you get to Valentine in Red Dead Redemption 2, don't play any story missions for like 4 hours. Play the game for like 4 or 5 hours. And you don't even have to do any side missions. Just don't do any missions. Just wander around. Look at stuff. Get into trouble. Random encounters. Dedicate some time to that in the beginning. Because when you first turn on a game, it's like a movie. You're new. You don't know what's going on. But the character you're playing as may or may not be new where they are. Nico's new in New York. They're in Liberty City, so take him around. Explore the world. Let him feel like he's getting to know the city and exploring it and figuring it out, and not just doing what his cousin tells him over and over again. That's just my way to hit it. Johnny Cortez said, my favorite song is Billie Jean in Vice City. Great choice. Jamie Hexam said, I'm similar with exploration. Story pacing needs to call for my wandering off, and then I'll go gallivant and appreciate the tiny details. Supercharged 71 said, here we go. All right, last 10 minutes. It took me forever to beat RDR2. I was just going around hunting and fishing. Yep. Living in the world, I was acting like my deer was feeding the camp. Man, it was fun as fuck. Absolutely. And I like a little immersion in a role play, so I like a little bit extra. Johnny Cortez W. I think with how large this map is, you should check it out first. I agree. Well, my thing is the talk radio, right? That's my whole thing. This is Vinewood Public Access. We're a talk radio station in GTA. So I want to know what the new talk radio stations have to offer. I want to know how many of them there are. I want to know if they change based on where I go. I want to know if there's podcasts. I want to figure all that stuff out. So as soon as they let me loose, I'm driving around, I'm listening to the radio, and I'm going into the house and I'm watching the TV. That's what I'm doing first. Shit, after that first mission on GTA 4, I kept going on dates with that girl. She had cats, dogs, and a picket fence and a mortgage by the time I even made it to the taxi missions. That's pretty fun, Hayden. I like that. She's a heartbreaker. If you really invest in Michelle early in GTA 4, that is a huge disappointment. Man, she sucks. What a drag. I feel bad for you. I honestly feel bad for you. God. Maybe Dwayne Earl moved to Leonida. Maybe. It would make sense, right? That, like, Dwayne Earl sounds more like a Florida guy at this point than a guy from Bakersfield. I am too tired. All right, we got to wrap it up, folks. Last few questions, thoughts. I really hope we get something tomorrow, guys. I'm hoping it's the case. If it is, I will absolutely try to hop on here and be part of the release. I just want to release, man. That's all. I just want to release. Okay. For those of you who don't know, oh, you know what? Here, I'm going to get this ready because I want to go out on the radio. That's going to be the new tradition. And for those who are new to the stream, they will realize what it's like to stick around afterwards and hear a little bit of the radio. That's the new protocol. All right, last questions, last thoughts. Here you go. This is literally last call. Next two chats are the only thing I'm going to respond to. The homeless dude who's going to open a gun shop in Vice City in 4. Johnny Cortez says, yes, Jerry. His name is Jerry. And I think everybody thinks he's going to be there. And I honestly think it would be crazy if he wasn't. The question is how big of a part they're going to give that guy, really. Not if he's going to be there. Be positive, everyone. Let's will this shit into existence. We're getting something tomorrow. Let's go, Jamie. Let's hopium. Let's copium. I want everyone to tuck your pistols under your pillows tonight and actually give a shit and believe that we can get something new tomorrow. Anything. Screenshot. Let's believe they changed that website because they had to. Because this trailer's coming out. Tomorrow. Today. Whatever you want to call it. Hayden said, fingers crossed. And last one, come on, Rockstar, give us a bone, please. Supercharger's right. I'm gonna yell again. Man, it hit me hard all of a sudden. Okay, I gotta go. I gotta go, cats, kids, kittens, and my lovers. Hopium, motherfucking copium. I care about you. You mean something to me. Thank you all for being here. This was a record-breaking stream tonight. We are leaving the stream with over 150 views, which for me is a big deal. And we're also leaving with, I think at one point we hit 25, 26 concurrent viewers at the same time that stuck around for quite a while. I love you guys. Thanks for sticking around. As soon as we hit monetization, we're going to have some memberships going and some really cool shit is going to be going on. So thank you for your support. If you really, really want to support Vinewood Public Access, 2 things you can do. Go listen to the radio. Put it on in the background while you're cleaning the house. Listen to the radio station. Any one of the videos that's over an hour long, just put it on. Loop it back around if you want. Another thing you can do, let people know about VPA. Drop it in the comments. Tell other streams, other chats, anywhere that you think it's relevant. You let them know Vinewood Public Access is the new place to be and that they don't want to miss the train. So we will catch you guys hopefully tomorrow with some news about the future of Grand Theft Auto 6. Good night, good morrow, and one love.
You're tuned in to Vinewood Public Access. Vinewood
Public Access.
Where big time dreams meet downtown delusion.
Good morning, everyone. We are into the wee hours here in Los Santos, which means the freeways are empty, the coyotes are getting bold, and the only people awake are cab drivers, insomniacs, and the guy in my building who plays drums with his forehead. You're tuned in to Vinewood Public Access, the only station in the city with more dead air than funding. And if you're wondering why I'm still here, well, so am I. Until someone books this godforsaken time slot, or until Kevin updates our grant paperwork, we're required to broadcast 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Public access never sleeps, even if I desperately want to. Now, earlier tonight, in a moment of weakness and misplaced optimism, I went to Studio Los Santos in Del Perro. Don't ask me why. I think I had some delusion about reconnecting with the kids and what they're doing. Maybe I just wanted somewhere dark to be sad, but there I am, wedged between bottle service and regret, and I spot him. LAZLOW. Yeah, the LAZLOW. That LAZLOW. If you grew up outside Vice City like I did, LAZLOW was it. Voice of a generation, big personality, no filter. He made radio feel like rebellion. It was inspiring. Now, he's in the DJ booth at Studio Los Santos, but he's not DJing. He's warming up the crowd, telling jokes, like real estate jokes. Something about a mortgage rate and a bottle service deduction. I think someone threw a vape pen at him or something, but he fell off the back of the stage, and it's hard to watch your heroes literally fall from grace and age out of relevance, especially when you've structured your entire adult bitterness around their model. And now he's there, floundering, while I'm here ranting into the void in the mid-morning on a station held together with duct tape and city negligence. Oh, there's actually a caller on the line. Huh. All right, enough of that. All right, caller, you're on the line and you're up very early calling into the radio. How can we help?
Tommy, I just don't get it. I light my love attraction candle every morning, and yet not one man has knocked on my door. It's been months and no one shows up. All the while, I sit here in my sweatpants, spooning tuna into my cat's mouth because her jaw doesn't work, alone. I'm starting to think it was a waste of a $400 candle. Anyway, thanks for keeping me company, Tommy. Say hi to Kevin for me.
Well, you know, they say, if at first you don't succeed, eat, pray, and light another candle. I don't know. And no, I will not say hello to Kevin for you. I do not say hello to Kevin for me. Next. Hello? You're on Vinewood Public Access. Who is this? Who? Oh my God. What the fuck is this? What? No. Hello? Kev? Is this? Excuse me. Can you even hear me? No, let's cut. We need to cut this off. Cut this off. Kevin.
cut this off. What the fuck, dude? No. Wait, hey, wake up! I don't give a fuck, dude. Look, if I have to be awake, you have to be awake. We have to do this. And there's this like random guy breathing some nasty shit on the phone. What? How did he even get through? I want my button back. I want the little button back that I had that hangs up on people. I don't give a shit. Get it fixed. God, I can't even with you, dude. Fucking go to commercial. Go to fucking commercial, please.
Do you want to be a post-apocalyptic millionaire while your neighbors are resorting to cannibalism? Do you want to be living the good life or having to eat your children in order to survive? Call Monetary Science today. We buy gold and other precious metals, from silver and platinum to lead and aluminum, including the foil. You're only a few gold bars away from being the king of the apocalypse, my friend, with your choice of all the women, wine, and food that makes it through the end of days. Seriously, when things go down, women flock to the man on top of the hill with the shiny shit, and no matter how fat, balding, or boring he is. $1 invested in gold in 1800 would be worth over $15 today, or maybe more. Now that's a smart investment. You will become the post-apocalyptic banker and really stick it to the masses. That is, if you can avoid being robbed blind by marauding outlaws. Gold is trading at a 200-year high, so now is the time to buy. Call in today at Monetary Science. We're Armageddon proof.
You're tuned in to Vinewood Public Access. Vinewood Public Access.
Because, what are we even doing right now? Listen up.
Welcome back to Vinewood Public Access. Just want to remind everybody, tonight we've got a new episode of The Getaway Chronicles with Angela Steele. You don't want to miss it. All right, folks, it's time for that part of the show where I hand things over to a man who somehow has both the charm of a used car salesman and the soul of a tax audit, Blaine Bartleby. Blaine hosts The Bottom Line, and despite being the smarmiest man alive, he's also just charming enough that people buy into it. I should hate him more than I do, and yet I let him have airtime. Because if nothing else, at least Blaine is proof that if you say something confidently enough, people will pay you for it. Plus, he gave me beat-off headphones for Christmas, and, well, I use them all the time. I'm a total beat-off addict. So, brace yourselves. Here comes The Bottom Line with Blaine Bartleby. Try not to let your wallet fall out of your pocket.
You're listening to The Bottom Line. Progress is mandatory, and ethics are optional. Good morning, loyal listeners. This is The Bottom Line, where we celebrate the beauty of the unchecked capitalism and innovation that's driving Los Santos, and soon the world, into the future. I'm your host, Blaine Bartleby, Chief Optimism Officer, here to remind you, resistance is futile, but compliance is profitable. Let's dive in, shall we? Today on Product Spotlight, we're thrilled to introduce a game-changing innovation from our friends at Malt Tech. That's MALT, Mass Automation and Labor Tracking for you lay people. The Wage Cuff. Yes, folks, the Wage Cuff is here to revolutionize the workplace. Imagine this, a sleek, ergonomic bracelet that not only monitors your productivity, but encourages you to work harder by delivering a mild, incentivizing jolt whenever your output dips below acceptable levels. And don't worry, it's totally safe. 99.7% of testers reported no lasting nerve damage. That's like no one. Plus, it comes with customizable shock levels, so managers can really personalize their motivational tactics. I mean, that's what I call innovation. Call now to order yours, and they'll throw in a free resignation fee waiver kit. Because at Malt Tech, quitting should cost you. Literally. Now it's time for Employee of the Month. As always, this honor is brought to you by Shark Card Banking Services. Borrow what's already yours. Today's winner is Chuck Dingler, a janitor at Cluck & Bell's Industrial Protein Refinery, who has worked 73 consecutive double shifts without a single bathroom break. Let's hear it from Chuck.
I am deeply humbled to be a Cluck & Bell's Poultry Hero of the Month. My boss, Mr. Grindle, is a true pioneer of workplace motivation thanks to his brilliant use of the wage cuff. Every little jolt reminds me to stay focused on my duties. Mopping floors, scraping industrial protein sludge, and running quality checks on the gizzard clipper. I'd like to thank Cluck & Bell's recognition of my dedication to our noble mission of maximum efficiency at minimum humanity. This certificate will hold a place of honor in my heart and in my locker until I inevitably collapse from exhaustion and my locker is cleaned up by management. Remember, as Mr. Grindle says, breaks are for eggs, not employees. Thank you. Can I please go now? Please.
Truly inspiring, Chuck. Thank you for your service. Remember, folks, Cluck & Bell. Suffering never tasted so good. And now, the segment you've all been waiting for, the future of business. Joining us today is Bryce Hardwick, CEO of CrimSafe AI Solutions, the innovators behind Los Santos' brand new biosurveillance network. Bryce, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Blaine. It's an honor to be here, shaping the future of San Andreas, one facial scan at a time.
Now, Bryce, rumor has it CrimSafe is revolutionizing safety in Los Santos by installing cameras in, every public bathroom and changing room in the city. Care to elaborate?
Of course. Our patented biosurveillance technology ensures that everyone, and I mean everyone, is safe at all times. By tracking suspicious activities such as tying your shoes too slowly or wearing hoodies in warm weather, we're able to proactively prevent crimes before they occur.
Incredible. Now, I'm sure some folks, the usual privacy nuts might say this sounds a little Orwellian. What do you say to that?
Well, I would say, Blaine, that's quite a 20th century way of thinking. We at CrimSafe believe that privacy is a small price to pay for absolute control over your personal security. And besides, if you've not done anything wrong, then what have you got to hide?
Bryce, I couldn't have said it better myself. All right, before you go, quick question. Do these cameras also track employees during lunch breaks? I'm asking for a very paranoid intern.
Oh, Blaine. Well, let's just say at CrimSafe, we're always watching.
As well you should be. Bryce Hardwick, thank you for your service. Well, folks, that's all the time we have for today. Remember, the future of Los Santos is bright, shiny, and monitored 24/7. This has been The Bottom Line, the show that keeps you informed, whether you want to be or not. See you next time, assuming you've been productive enough to deserve it.
You're tuned in to Vinewood Public Access.
Vinewood?
Vinewood.
Vinewood Public Access. Because, what do you have that's better to do?
Los Santos, let's talk about a topic near and dear to my heart. Running away from your problems. Some people pack up, they move west, and they chase a dream. Others get in their car and they drive until they can't afford gas anymore. And then there's me. I left the great state of Leonida, and by great, to be clear, I mean a humid, corrupt, gator-infested sinkhole where people think mayonnaise is a personality trait. And what did I come here for? A shot at real radio, real broadcasting, a chance to make a difference in the cultural wasteland that is modern media. And how did that work out? Well, I had one audition for one station. One. And you know who got that gig over me? DJ George. Yeah, that guy. The same hipster clown spinning obscure yacht rock for rich kids who pretend they like vinyl. The guy who once called himself anti-establishment while doing a sponsored segment for Debonair cigarettes. This is DJ George, home of underground and alternative radio. Yeah, my fucking ass. So, I could have packed it up, left, admitted defeat, but no, I stayed. And in a moment of pure, unfiltered spite, I found a barely functional public access studio and I made it my own. Vinewood Public Access was born, not because the city needed it, Not because the people wanted it, but because I refuse to lose to a guy named George. And now, here we are, still broadcasting, still independent, and still making absolutely no money. But you know what? It's mine. It's all mine. Fuck you, George. All right, enough of that. Let's go to the phones. Who do we have? And if it's DJ George, I swear to fucking God, Kevin. Okay, my little note card here says that our next guest is Bonnie. She is a casting producer for Fame or Shame. The show that makes you question humanity's collective taste. Bonnie, welcome.
Thanks, Tommy. Though, if I'm being honest, I'm about ready to walk off set and never look back. Ugh.
Wow, not every day someone admits to career burnout on the radio where everyone can hear her. What's got you fed up? Is it the fame or is it the shame?
It's both. Every week, I have to wrangle these has-beens and wannabes doing the stupidest stunts imaginable. Oh, last week, Miranda Cowan, she was a guest host, and she insisted on doing a 45-minute magic act where she sawed herself in half. It was a disaster, obviously. She's fucking nobody. Well, now I guess she's two nobodies.
Yikes. Wait, are you saying Miranda Cowan is dead?
Sort of. I mean, her career definitely is. And here I am, dreaming of singing on a real stage instead of babysitting these people who think that twerking on a trampoline is art.
She buried the lead a bit, folks, but there it is. The classic I'm secretly talented trope. Tell you what, Bonnie, sing us a few bars right now. Prove you're not just another producer with a dream.
Oh, no, I couldn't.
Come on, let's hear it.
Well, what would I even sing? And look, if you're just going to make me sound crazy, because I've heard how people come off on...
Well, you've got the confidence, that's for sure. And in this town, that's 90% of making it. Good luck with that, Bonnie. And you remember to keep that health insurance updated. All right, our next guest is Ted. Ted works at Beth's Dog Grooming out in Sandy Shores. Ted, welcome to the show.
Thanks, Tommy. So I have this situation on my hands, and I'm not really sure what to do.
Okay, well, you're on the right line. Sandy Shores is a land of mysteries, so let me guess, you got stray coyotes coming in to get groomed by mistake.
No, nothing like that. It's this one customer. He's always bringing in like a new dog, like every week, and I just never see the same dog twice.
Well, I don't know. Maybe he's a big-hearted rescuer.
See, that's what I thought at first, but it's weird. He'll bring in the dog, he'll act like all polite, pay in cash, and then poof, next week, new dog, same story. I don't know, it's unsettling.
Well, unsettling is one word for it. Have you talked to this guy about what's going on?
I tried once. I joked like, what are you doing? Open a dog rental service or something? And he just stared at me dead-eyed and said like, something like that.
Yikes. Well, my advice would be to start keeping a list of license plate numbers and maybe check if there's a community barbecue happening after each visit. You know what I mean?
A barbecue? Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, Jesus Christ. No. Oh my God.
Well, good luck with... Well, Ted? Well, good luck with that, Ted. I'm sure there's a logical explanation. I'm just suggesting that the logical explanation is that this man is eating those dogs. Keep your distance, and thanks for stopping by, Ted. All right, next up, we've got Alan. He's a bartender from the Diamond Casino and Resort. Alan, what's shaking besides the drinks? And it sounds like your nerves?
Tommy, it's bad. Real bad. I'm not sure I'm going to make it through another shift.
Oh, sounds dramatic. Calm down, buddy. Tell me more.
The valets, they're dropping like flies. Every time a car pulls up, there's a 50-50 chance the guy taking the keys won't survive the drive to the parking lot.
Oh, well, that's what you get for parking sports cars in a city with heat-seeking RPGs everywhere. But how's that affecting you, Alan? You're slinging drinks on the inside, not steering Lampadottis.
Yeah, but the fear's contagious. I've seen guys get knocked out cold just for standing too close to the valet explosion. What if I'm next? What if I'm eating a sandwich? I'm right there. I can't afford to get fired.
Whoa. Hey, maybe don't take your smoke breaks next to the valet stand, buddy. Just a thought. Or, I don't know, you wear some body armor under your uniform. It's Los Santos. Nobody's going to question it.
Body armor? You might be onto something. Tommy, thanks.
Well, I'm always here to help. You go mix yourself a stiff drink, buddy. Sounds like you've earned it. All right, folks. Next up, we've got Dwayne. He's on the line for Los Santos Office Supply Company, and he's here to talk about, God, I can't imagine, the thrilling world of staplers.
Man, more like the dying world of staplers, Tommy. My store's going out of business, motherfucker.
Shocking. In a city where people solve disputes with rocket launchers, who would have guessed office supplies would not thrive?
Man, it ain't just the rocket launchers, it's the online retailers. They're selling bulk paper clips for half the price that I gotta pay to stock them motherfuckers.
A tragedy of capitalism. Have you considered rebranding? Maybe start selling tactical staplers.
Man, it's funny you should mention that. I did launch a line of battle-ready binders, but that ain't really catch on.
Los Santos was not ready for your genius, Dwayne. I've heard it a million times. I've lived it a million times. Do you have any final words for our listeners?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I do. Support local business, unless you want to see the whole world drown in a sea of generic gel pens and discount paper clips.
Poetic. All right, we got a call coming in from Little Seoul, home of the teeny tiny strip mall. You're on the air. What's up?
Hi, my name's Yumi Ho. My dad owns Simon Ho Korean Noodle House, the one with the big S-Ho sign.
Ah, yes. I've been in that S-Ho more than once. Big fan.
Thank you. We love it when you come inside more than once. Anyway, I was calling because I need advice. Not like legal advice. Okay. So I met this guy, super cute, funny. He works night security at Port LS. We went on 2 great dates, and then he just stopped texting.
Let me guess. He works night security, but he also drives a brand new Ubermacht.
Yeah. How'd you know that?
Just a hunch. Go on.
So I asked my cousin to check him out, and now I think he's gone. Like, nobody's seen him at all. Not even his job. My uncle said I shouldn't worry because sometimes people disappear when they disappoint us. What does that mean?
It means you should probably delete your texts, clear your browser history, and never, ever ask your uncle any follow-up questions. I feel like this is not the first time this has happened.
That's so lame. He was so tall. Also, someone's been leaving fish heads in our mailbox. Could that be, like, romantic? In some cultures?
Adorable. No, not unless that culture is warning signs from the underworld. Yumi, and I say this with affection, please stop dating anyone that your family does not thoroughly background check for their own safety.
Okay. So, should I go back on Love Me or just wait a while?
Well, go back on Love Me, but maybe don't swipe right on anyone who lists entrepreneur in their job or stands in front of the car in their profile picture.
Okay. Thank you, Tommy. You're like super helpful for someone who sounds exhausted all the time.
Thank you, Yumi. I'm going to take that as a compliment. And good luck with your fish mail. Thanks for the cold noodles. And finally, we've got a very special guest, Officer Bobby Benson, recent graduate of the Police Academy and longtime fan of the show. Bobby, welcome.
Tommy, it's an honor to be here, man. I've been listening to you since I was a kid, man. You're practically a hero in my book.
A hero? Me? Come on, lower those standards. Bobby, this city will eat you alive. Speaking of which, you're about to join the LSPD. Feeling optimistic?
Absolutely. Sure, I've heard the rumors, the daily shootouts, the thousands of officers supposedly not making it. But listen, Tommy, I'm ready to make a difference.
Bobby, let me tell you something. Have you ever played any of those cop simulation games? You know, the ones where you try to arrest somebody, but they're already driving off in a tank?
No, but I did play Patriot Patrol. That's a great game.
Patriot Patrol. Patriot Patrol. Bobby, this isn't a board game, buddy. This is Los Santos, man. This is the city of rocket launchers, flamethrowers, and broken dreams. But hey, optimism's important. Just don't forget to duck or wear your hat. Those helmets, oof, lifesavers, literally. The amount of brains I have seen splattered on Vinewood Boulevard as I walk to work, and everyone accompanied with a badge. But hey, I tell you, I'm sure it's going to work out great.
Jesus God. I mean, thanks, Tommy. I'll keep that in mind. But you know what? And no matter what, I'll keep listening to your show. You're